JADE bus. Go ahead. No, I'm not talking. uh, I actually have a bare board JADE bus probe, which those are the ones that with all the lights, really nice looking board. Really,
Mhm.
it seemed like a good board, not touched yet. Still brand new. And the thought was, is there a service I could actually send it to have somebody scan it, generate the Gerber files, and then at that point, and I don't know what this kind of thing costs, so
Right.
then we can actually generate more of them. Or do
Oh
I have
yeah,
to?
yeah.
Do I have to? Let
I
me just.
think they're online.
There's
Is
there's
it on?
a
Okay.
there's a handful of them here in the
Yeah.
United States. The
Yeah, yeah.
cheapest one I found is a guy in Colorado, and he's got a
That narrows
company.
it down.
I don't remember the name. I look. I
Uh,
should remind me in
it's
an email, and I'll hunt
yeah,
down because I'm sure I kept
Uh,
the link to his website. But
yeah.
he was. I went through, I'd say, close to a dozen of them worldwide,
Yeah.
getting estimated prices, and he was the cheapest of them all. He
Okay.
was cheaper than the guys
Right.
in India.
So then let me know if this is ethical though. The thought was since is to take the board, get Gerber files made, and then whatever it costs me to do that, sell those till I make back the
Okay.
cost. At that
Yeah,
point, I don't
well,
mind putting the
the
Gerber file
problem
up for
the
free.
problem with that idea is
Yeah.
I've been told the S100 bus display board is better than
Yeah.
the Jade board.
Right.
Okay.
So
So it's
Right.
okay.
Plus,
yeah,
I think JM Precision in the UK is already
Yeah.
selling a replica bus probe board.
Oh, okay.
well,
I
no,
mean,
he
he
doesn't.
won't.
He
Go ahead.
doesn't sell them anymore.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, he
Well, he
quit
doesn't sell them
selling
here.
everything.
Oh, I thought he
I
just.
will have to check. Yeah, this
He
board
had
came from
them.
the UK. Maybe it's not an original. Maybe it's I gotta look and see if
Yeah,
there's a label on it.
he
That's
has a replica listed on his website. I think he just stopped selling to the US because of all the hassles. He's selling everywhere
yeah.
else. It
Oh,
just says
okay,
on his
that
site.
could be. Yeah.
He just
Okay.
says because of all the tariffs and other garbage going on, I'm not going to sell to the US anymore. And I don't so that I
Okay.
don't blame him. So, but no, I think he's still selling all that stuff. You just won't ship to the US.
Well,
Okay.
that's like Josh up in
So
Canada.
Yeah.
I ordered a blank JAIR board because I went through my stash and I got all the parts needed to build one. So I put them all in a bag and ordered one from him. And then he says he can't sell them to the US unless he visits the US. Then he can ship them from here because he
All right.
says he doesn't want
Yeah.
to do the paperwork that it takes to.
Right. Oh, I mean, it's got to the point now where, like on Tindy, you
yeah.
can actually, there's actually so many people have stopped shipping to the US that there are, in the filters, is a ships to US checkbox. So you can eliminate all the people who are just saying, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah. And it eliminates a lot. Yeah, I know. It's
Right.
not a good time
Right.
for this type of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, see, and there again, the JAIR board, it's a neat little single, board
Mhm.
computer. Now, if Patrick comes out with his SBC, then we don't need to worry about the
Right.
JAIR anymore.
Yeah.
But still, it would be nice to have the Gerber files somewhere for the future. But Josh still isn't publishing them.
Right.
Well, I understand somebody, if they designed it and when Patrick designs his, he shouldn't publish the Gerber files until
Yeah, that's
he
right.
feels
Patrick doesn't publish
he's
his either.
he shouldn't, but he shouldn't. And again, that's I have no problem with that. For me, wasn't something I designed. It was something I had, and I said, well, geez, if I can, I just wanted to make back what was going to cost me, and I didn't. So
Right.
ethically, I didn't know. It felt kind of odd to me doing that. But again,
Right.
it wasn't like I was trying to make money beyond what it
No,
cost.
Well,
I did.
the thing is, it's like Patrick, he looks young enough that he's got plenty of years to consider publishing his boards. But like the boards that Doug and I worked on and Terry worked on, we published all those Gerber files as soon as they were done and proven to work because
Yeah.
there's just no reason not to. It's not, nobody can make a business out of these Gerber files. I mean, you can't, well, you can't make, well, I mean, like yes, Patrick, you can do it because you have a multitude of things to sell. But somebody that just grabs one board and tries to outsell you on that, it ain't gonna, it isn't gonna work.
Yeah, that reminds me, Patrick, when are you going to have some more 2SIO Rev 1 boards in stock? I could use a second one.
Uh, they're being produced right now.
Awesome, awesome.
So I hope they'll probably be here this weekend, this
Oh, awesome.
week.
And actually, that brings me to a second question. A how hard would it be question.
Uh-huh.
How hard would it be to convert that board to emulate, let's say, a pair of SIO boards?
Oh, is that like an IMSAI thing?
Yeah, so the IMSAI has this original serial board called the SIO.
Uh-huh.
It's a single serial port. So it only uses 2 ports, right? So it
Right.
uses 0 and it uses 0 and 1.
Okay.
There's a reason I'm going down this path right now, but anyway, the other thing it does is I think the handshaking logic is inverted relative to a 2SIO.
What do you know what UARTs are on it?
It's in the manual which I've downloaded, but
Okay.
it's anyway. But apparently my IO4 board can emulate it, which is
Uh-huh.
what I'm working on right now. But it seems to me that since there is no SIO clone out there, and nobody's made replica boards, nobody's made a clone of it, you never see one on eBay. And I'll get to why I need it in a second. If we split the 2 serial ports on your current board, made them separately addressable, so they could be put at random. Each one could take a two IO ports, but at different locations. So it'd have to have double addressing logic or decoding, and then adjust the handshaking so it matched the SIO. That would solve for a lot of people the problem of I haven't got an SIO board. And the reason I get to this is, as you know, I've been playing around with trying to get Microsoft Basic 1.0 running through the tape reader.
Mm-hmm.
It assumes that you've got an SIO at 0 and 1, not a 2SIO at 10 and 11.
Interesting.
So so it turns out that the early versions of a lot of the MIT software predate things like the 2SIO board and the master bootloader. So you have to go through a whole different process. So I've got to the point where I can load the software, and now I'm in the process of tweaking my IO4 board so I can use it for to emulate an SIO. But it was just a thought. I'm sure it's not trivial. That's why I was looking to see if you had the.
It's probably trivial.
Well, that's what I like to hear.
I put a link in the chat. Is that the board that you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, no. Yes, I think that's one version of it. There's a couple different versions of it, but yes.
Okay.
But it's the manuals are up on Mike's site with the schematics in them. And I have them floating around. So, but anyway, it was just a thought that it might be an interesting, if it's not horrendous, it might be an interesting offering that people would find useful because you can't lay your hands on an SIO. And the other thing the SIO is used for is the modem board that Mike sells. So you can do cassettes.
Oh, that's right.
So the modem board
is that little thing.
Right. So I've got the little board here, and I can again convert my IO4 to be on 6 and 7 for the modem. But what I can't do with my IO4 is put one port on 6 and 7 and one on 0 and 1.
Gotcha.
So it's just, it was just a thought. But yeah, primarily, another 2SIO would be awesome. So I'll keep it. I've got set up on Tindy to let me know.
What is the difference between handshaking on Patrick's board now and the IMSAI board, SIO board?
The SIO board apparently uses inverted handshaking, so it's low instead of high. So it's
okay.
Because one of the things I had to do on my IO4 to get it to emulate an SIO board was replace the bus drivers for the handshaking signals with what's it, a 386.7 and 388 or something. There's two different chips. There's inverting and non-inverting buffers, and I had to swap out the chips for the opposite of what was in there to get the handshaking working the correct direction. So, I have plenty of stuff that will work eventually for my current endeavor, but long term, it just seemed like that's something that nobody can lay their hands on. And just like your 2SIO board is awesome compared to trying to get the real thing and the complications of the JP board, which I love, but it's just got too much on it.
So basically, a new 2SIO board that can be addressed for both things should also have jumpers or dip switches to switch between positive handshaking and negative handshaking.
That one might be a bit trickier because you'd have to, yeah, that might be easier with a jumper and both sets of line drivers, the regular and inverting and non-inverting, and you could jump up between them. That might be useful. But anyway, just a thought. I was going to take a look at it myself, but like I said, you don't publish your Gerber files and your KiCad files, which I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, I did send Gerber's everything to John Monahan for the MITS 2SIO reproduction board I made.
Yeah, I have one of those that I haven't built yet, but
yeah, months ago, and I think I sent it to him again and say, hey, just put it on your 2SIO
right
site.
Yeah, he hasn't put a lot of stuff I've sent them up either. He says, "Oh, when I get a chance, I'll get it up on the."
He hasn't touched. I mean, that site's had an expired cert for like 6 months.
Yeah, so I'll probably put them up on GitHub or something.
Yeah, but anyway, it was just a thought as to that might be if you're looking for something to do, because I know you're not busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a thought, but yeah, I can make most of what I want to happen for now, and maybe I'll modify this IO2 board that I've been building out to be look like a SIO board instead, and that'll give me my second. Because again, the IO4 board, you have to move the serial ports as a block of 4, so I can't put them at 0, 1, and 6 and 7, which
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I will say that IO4 board is real flexible. It seems like it emulates a lot of things. It's absolutely. It'd be nice if that was duplicated somewhere along the way too.
There is a reproduction SIO4.
Oh, there.
I thought it was SIO too.
I was going to say the MITS SIO. I think somebody is making a MITS SIO reproduction too and selling them.
I have not found it, and I've been looking for weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of hit me that.
But yeah, the IO4 is a magical board, but
yeah, I've been able to make it pretend to be
just about anything.
It's been based on some of the stuff Mike put up. So I did find on eBay, and I don't. It says Computer Aid it looks like the brand, but 2SIO board.
Those are not the same. I looked at those. Those
okay, you didn't see those. Okay, also pricey. I thought a little.
Yeah, there's some pricey. Oh God, there's so much pricey stuff out there that's annoying me right now.
Yes.
There's a teletype. Okay. There's a Model 33 teletype.
Yeah.
Listed right now. The guy wants $4,000 for it.
Well, that's cheap. The last one I saw was like $10,000.
He's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one sitting right here.
Oh, yeah, this isn't an SSM Mass or something, right?
This isn't an SSM SIO4.
What is it then?
This is a ICC Gold 162 board.
Because it looks identical.
It is. It's an identical copy of the SSM IO4 board.
Yeah, because I'd love a second one of those as well, because it's so flexible. Although a redesigned one with switches instead of those damn headers would be nice.
Oh, yeah.
I've just been redoing all my headers this week to modify it.
Check with Mike Douglas. He might have, he had a whole bunch of these, and he was selling them pretty cheap too.
But anyway, that teletype is on the East Coast, and he doesn't want to ship it. It's local pickup. You go to him to pick it up.
Yeah, but four was a little out of the thing. Is that the one up in Massachusetts?
Yeah.
I
also,
noticed
I just
I saw it in the local
I wasn't quite prepared. I wasn't prepared to spend $4,000 and drive to the East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
he's sitting in front of
Patrick,
his
why
heater.
don't you let's wrap this up with Patrick giving us a quick overview of the different projects you're working on. So we have something to
How
think
much
about
time
for
do you
the
have?
future.
I'm working on the Tarbell double density controller.
That's a 2022.
Yeah, so I'm working on the. I made a diagnostic, exerciser program. So I'm finishing that up. Now I'm working on getting Mike's 2-drive Altair 2-drive Tarbell working with it. And I just got the BIOS to booted, and now it's trying to read the Tarbell disk, but it's not. So, but I'm all in the simulator, so who knows?
Yeah.
Let's see. I got There's a guy in the UK that ordered a FDC Plus Mike's front panel. One of my 2SIO R2 R1 bare boards and ESP32. So Mike shipped that to me. I put the rest of the stuff in the box. Got that off to him today.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at the IMSAI-SIO2. It looks like it shouldn't be that difficult.
With the 2 addressing.
Yeah, with
that'd be cool.
Which I really, if I'm going to do that, I'll probably do the same thing for the MITS 2SIO board and let it have 2 separate addresses.
That would be kind of handy.
Yeah,
it would be useful. Yeah,
yeah, I think that's a great idea.
So if I'm gonna do the work on the other board, I'll probably do it on this one too. Yeah, and then I gotta get Joe his board back.
Yeah, and I got one of your boards. I got the extra the extra serial board that you sent me when I was having a problem. So I still have that.
Yep, got more stuff's coming from China. Some more boards with the nice $130 in tariffs.
Yeah. Oh, there you are.
Is the price going up on the board?
I increased them. I think like $20.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will be ordering a second one of those.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey Joe, just Tim.
Send it over to Tim.
Yeah. Benz, what's the serial number on the one you've got? I just looked at my first one and it's serial number 7.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you are.
I think I got number 2, number 3, number 10, and number 26.
Yeah,
jeez.
Yeah, probably. I have one somewhere.
Oh, there you are.
I actually when I get them, I scan them in on my PC before I do anything else, and I wrote the serial numbers down.
Yeah, I did do that while I had Mike's front panel boards here, his front panel interface board. I scanned them, thinking I might want to look at something when we're trying to make the little mini front panel Altair board. Yeah. So I've got scans of those. Other than that, not a whole lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Good time. I'm glad I got the simulator where it's kind of usable.
Yeah.
Now people can find problems.
How do you tell what cards are installed in the simulator?
You do, well, there's a couple things. You can do show dev.
Okay.
And then that'll show you how many are available. And I think it'll say disabled if they're not enabled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then you can enable them.
Then you can do what I added was show, I think it's show bus config.
Okay.
And that'll show you who's doing what memory, who's doing what IO, who's doing
that's
your
cool.
console, who's your like that.
It would be nice if you could put that in the INI file.
What's that?
The list of the cards in the machine in the INI file.
Oh, because in the INI file you can do at the top you can just do show dev.
Okay, but when I'm reading the INI file that came with the zip file there, it just lists the disks, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If you do show dev, it defaults to an Altair 88.
Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering how you.
Put those 2 commands in the chat.
Yeah, because understanding the hardware, because that would be a
Yeah.
really nice add-on, is if you could say build my machine with these cards
Oh,
in
you
the
can.
IMSAI
No,
file,
you can enable those cards within the
in-
any
with the any file. Yeah,
with
but
the any
right
Yeah,
file.
so
but
I
now it's
enabled
hard coded.
this. I believe so. Go ahead. Sorry,
yeah,
Pat.
yeah. So Tim, I'm about to upload to GitHub. I have some packages prepared,
Right.
and a bunch of test scripts and things. And so that'll have like how
Okay.
you boot Tarbell, how you
Oh,
configure
awesome.
it for S-DOS, how you configure it
Yeah.
for these different things.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking. Yeah, now I did a show dev. I can see. Yeah.
So like you would do like if you wanted to use the VersaFloppy 2,
Yeah.
you would just type set VFII space enable.
Right.
And then that
Okay.
enables it, or disable will disable it. You can disable the
Got it.
SIO, or
Yep.
disable the disk, whatever you want to do. But it
Oh,
basically starts, and as soon as I'm closer to having the documentation being done,
right.
then there's also going to be a PDF and the zip file like you downloaded,
Right.
and it says like these are all the devices available. These are the
Got it.
defaults when you turn the thing
Oh,
on.
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I haven't spent enough time with the simulator in the past to beyond, just running it to run things. I haven't dug
Yeah.
below, but it looks, yeah, now I see what I can do. Oh my God, that's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
yeah, and I'll be batting. I wrote a bunch of devices for the Z80, the Altair Z80 simulator,
Yeah,
and I'll be porting them over,
cool.
over time.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, yeah. We need a front panel with lights and switches. That's the only other thing.
Uh, I yeah, I'd sure like to. I will eventually spend time with the Z80 pack one,
Yeah,
because I believe it's I think it works with SDL and all that stuff now, which the Z80 the SimH does.
yeah.
So I think it
Yeah.
could probably be ported relatively easily.
That would be kind of fun to be able to
It would
interact
be.
with it. Because then you could bring it up without discs and play with it as if it was an old school.
You could.
Yeah. I've got to toggle my program in or load it
Yep.
through,
Yeah.
hex dump or something from a terminal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I bring up the monitor. I know I've been able to load. Chris, I don't know if I did that. I know that on the Z80.
Right.
I don't know if I did it on yours, but you
Right.
can load the Altmon or something. So
yeah,
sorry,
you can
Pat.
like do I'll type it. You can do show ROM list, and I think I put Altmon in there.
Yeah. So yeah, I've had a couple.
Termon's in there. Turnkey monitor.
Okay.
The one I have
Disk
has
bootloader's in
Altman
there.
in it.
Yeah. Oh, Altman's in there. I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, and then I think you do like set ROM Altmon, and it'll just put it at
Into
F800.
Altman. Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then you have to like do go F800 to make it run.
Right.
But
Yeah. You have to you have to point it to it, but yeah, I've had that
Okay.
work for me and played around.
Oh, I
I
might
thought
play
that was
around with
fun.
that 'cause- yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's kind of bringing up. You don't have the front panel yet. Well,
Yeah.
get on that, Patrick.
yeah, no, I want it.
Yeah.
I want it too.
Because the stuff I'm playing with the punch tape, and then I'm going to go onto the cassette next, and I think I'm going to go old school and buy a cassette player and some blank cassettes for that.
I've
one
actually
running.
bought a couple of cassette cards, like the Tarbell and
Right.
even a Cuts card somewhere
Yeah.
over the period, and I have a bunch of old
Yeah.
cassette players. So
Well,
yeah,
I
I
bought
bought a little AM/FM cassette player at the thrift store for $1.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought Mike's little tiny
Oh, cool.
card.
Yeah, let me know how that works out because I watched the video on that.
And
the
that's
other day.
another reason that I'm looking at the SIO as opposed to the 2SIO because that wants an SIO at 6 and 7 to work.
Yeah.
And just to add to the fun, you've also got to run power over the same cable to power the board.
Yes.
Which I'm mixed about putting power on your serial connectors, but
So Tim, type I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it's show SIO list.
Yeah.
Let me bring mine up because this might help you with some of the stuff you're doing.
Yeah.
Oops.
Got an 88 SIO and then CompuPro System Support 1. I'm
Yeah,
going to pick one of those up.
I started just adding chips. So it's like got a default for a 2502,
Right,
something with an 8251 on it,
right. The
8250. Um,
6850, which you uses on your board. Yep.
yeah, and then I have it where like some board. So you can basically the SIO device. You can say, here's my data port, here's my status
Cool.
port. This bit is transmit. This one shows receive, and
Yeah.
you can kind of configure it any way you want.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of it'd be fun because again, if I can get a punch tape device emulated on there,
Hmm.
um, Mike Douglas has these .tap files on his site for all of the
Yeah.
tapes in digital format, so you can actually load your simulated Altair from virtual punch tape.
Now the tape, those are actually binary images
Yep.
of the. Yeah. So what you do there is like the M2 SIO.
Yeah.
You can attach your PC's COM port
Right.
to the 2SIO port,
Right.
and then when it does input, output, and all that stuff, it's gonna check your serial port.
Yeah.
So
And the original way it was done, I guess, was your because teletypes were a common console.
uh-huh.
Your punch and tape reader and your console were the same device.
Thing, right.
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 Yeah.
So they were both on 0 and 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's some pretty interesting stuff, and it's fun to play with that either virtually or physically, just to get a sense of what was it like 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm. No, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh, yeah,
I'm really
Mike,
enjoying that part.
I used to think it was always too fast for me.
Mike had a video about where he split it out, where where he had
Yep.
created a little module to split. So it was essentially making a terminal like and having a separate punch and tape drive,
Right.
and
The
yeah,
one of the readers that I found, the modern readers that hobby readers people have made, again, it's Arduino based, I think, for the
yeah,
software. And he's actually set it up so there is a serial port going in. So you plug your terminal into the tape reader
yeah,
and then out of there into the computer. And there's a
yeah.
relay inside that flips between whether the punch tape or your terminal is connected to the computer.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
It was great. And he had
driven.
driven spools on it and everything. It was gorgeous.
Cool. Yeah, I think Mike was showing that it wasn't like a homemade reader, but I thought he had a little like we'll call it a Y adapter, where
Yes.
it had the two devices, the two terminals
Right.
off of one serial
Yeah, I
connection.
mean, you can do it with
It was really cool.
switch, obviously by hand, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, his wasn't his was literally a connector that did the switching for you.
Yeah.
As I recall, but yeah,
Yeah.
because originally he said, well, I used to use the connection by hand. He says now I have this card I developed. It looked relatively simple, a few diodes and stuff on it. I think is what he said.
Yeah, this guy on his reader has set it so that when you hit the run button for the reader, it flipped the relay, ran the tape through, and then when it got to the end of the tape, it flipped back to your terminal automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say you gotta have a keystroke somewhere to tell it when to flip or what to do to make it flip.
Well, he was doing it with the drive button basically for the spool. So you push the drive button to start it. It flips it to the reader, spins like mad. When it gets to the end of the tape, it flips back automatically. So
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. He had a button which is like a key. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But not sure if I'm quite ready to go that far yet.
Yeah. I like the A, B, C, D switch boxes. They're cheap enough. You can find them pretty cheap online.
Yeah.
And
I just bought, because I have the 4-port automatic one. I just bought a 16-port one to replace it so I can plug more stuff into it for their serial matrix. So that's on its way from somewhere in Colorado. Yeah. And I got it for like $75, so not bad.
Oh wow. I have just from where I'm sitting, I could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 4 position switch boxes.
Right. Well, but this is a matrix. So this one has like 16 ports on the back, and through software you can have any port connected to any port.
Right. Yeah.
So it's really cool. So I could be sitting at my, Terraterm, for example, jump back into the management end, say, oh, now connect this to this other computer over here or this serial port on my, and it just be able to cross connect on my physical terminal. I can say, oh, I want that connected now. And I don't have to move any cables. I don't have any
That's
physical
cool.
switches.
Mhm.
And now you should put the name and model number in the chat. So
It's-
when people see that online, see that in the video or the chat,
Yeah.
they know what to look for.
It's
Boy, well, you're gonna have to pick stuff in and out of this whole. We had some moments of really great stuff,
Well,
and then
the video,
us talking about the weather.
but see, that's why I say put stuff in the chat, because things like that are useful in the chat.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
Here you go.
the video,
That's the one I just bought.
what's the name of the
Is
company?
that an eBay
It's
purchase? Or
WTI is the name of the company.
Oh, okay.
was that eBay purchase or was that Amazon?
That was eBay.
Oh,
Okay.
there